Hey everybody, am I live? I'm gonna have to log in and just see if I'm on because I don't have anybody here to tell me if it's live or not. So let's just see if it is. Come on. Okay. Sorry, this connection is a little slow. It is live. Great. Let me get down there to where you can see your comments. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, so as you can see, our Batgirl is here. You can see what she looks like. She is like being painted right now. Let's see. Hey, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna put a picture up of her now that I've kind of showed her here because I know it might not be as clear as I would like it to be, but I am madly in love with this piece. Jack Matthews sculpted it. As you can see, the base is similar to Batman's, with the bats all around the sides of it. And this is just an incredible piece. And I think I've talked to you guys a lot about like me and like whenever I was younger and these Batman family comic books. Like this is like one of the first comic books I ever remember reading, right? And this was when I was like, who in the world is that? What's up with the red hair, the colors? And it's, I vividly remember this book. It's amazing. But, you know, a lot of my Batman stuff, like our more adult Robin, is all inspired by these Batman family comics. Oh, hey, Mike. And so, and I wanted to tell you too, like this is probably my favorite comic in the whole world. This, if you don't have this, you should get it. Like, chock full of villains. In fact, this panel is like the inspiration for like all the Batman villains that I make, and that's where like if you look here, you know, like Scarecrow, there's Tweedledum, Tweedledee, Riddler, that Mr. Freeze, the funky one I was talking about, and this is just kind of like my Bible when it comes to these Batman pieces, and Batgirl especially, because in this one, again, she's more adult, and it's great, but there are some things, this is a great one too, these two issues are the anniversary ones, just because anytime you had all the villains, that was like my jam, I loved it, and Catwoman especially, but this piece might go down in, like as my absolute favorite superpowers piece, because this has been my favorite character like ever since I was a little kid, right? I would get like, you go to the comic store and so there was a Marvel character that had red hair, like Wildcat, I think, because I wasn't a Marvel guy at all. But I would get those and like pretend that was Batgirl. Like how crazy is that? Kind of weird. But I had the pleasure of meeting Nicola Scott. If you're not familiar with her, get familiar with her. She kind of created the whole popularity around Nightwing, the current Nightwing. You know, she's an awesome, amazing artist. She's worked on Wonder Woman, and at San Diego Comic-Con, I had the opportunity to meet her, and then I saw her like in a hotel lobby, and I talked to her, and we spent like hours and hours and hours just talking, and this lady is so nice and gave me so much of her time. And when we were talking about Batgirl, she's like, oh, Barbara Gordon, I love Barbara Gordon Batgirl. So I said, hey, would you help me design it? And would you help me figure out, like, you know, to make the perfect Batgirl? And so I wanted to go, like I always do, to the old comics and kind of find something to start from. And I can't remember, hey, David, those are awesome books, Sean. Everyone should have them. They should do an omnibus of Batman Family, but they can't because I think there are only 20 issues. But so I wanted to go somewhere and start from like the old Batman Family comic. And so there, I don't know if I have it, if it's on here. Oh yeah, so when they started doing the little sidebars, oh brother, I knew I'd drop her. I knew I would drop a piece of this maquette, and I just happened. I just dropped her glove. But so I looked at this. It's just like this little sidebar. It's kind of funny. It's like it's kind of smiling, all happy, and then this. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. This is like definitely like that adult Robin, like I was saying, or more adult, and then you know Batgirl. There's a woman, and the pose is kind of like super. Just like really confident and ready to kick some butt, and you've got the cape and the pose and the hand on the hip and the leg out. And so I said to Nicola, could you help me, can we start from there and kind of figure out how to make this like the best Batgirl that I could make? So Oh, Nicolette, awesome, awesome, awesome. So we created it. We did a couple little homages to the '66 Batgirl, which you'll see when you get it. But for me, she had to have a couple things. She had to have the purse, right? And she had to have the super curly hair, because in Batman Family it was curly. You know, she had to look absolutely gorgeous, and just little elements, you know? The one element we tweaked, and this is my pet peeve, is like, with like Wonder Woman, Xana, Jaina, Batgirl, you name it. When a character has like a pointy element on their costume, like her belt buckle, right? She'd be like, every time she bent over, she'd be like stabbing herself in the belly with her belt buckle. So I'm like, can we get away with the oval belt buckle, which we did, and then actually I saw it in a comic recently, like a little drawing of her with an oval. So I'm like, okay, that's good. So we just tweaked the belt buckle a little, but for like the boots, you know, you can't get away from the bat shape, and you know, even though that would be poking her, it's there. So I'm gonna give her like a little spin so you guys can see her. But she's fantastic, man. Talk athletic. She looks athletic. She's a butt kicker. The cape is really cool, the way it flows around the back. And I wish I had Batman and Robin here to show you, because seriously, when you have Batman, hi, Robin here, Batgirl here, it is just, it smells like the comic books. It's like it is Batman Family, you know? Gray suit, yep. I always thought the suit was supposed to be gray. Like, they always sometimes drew it black, but the black and blue, those color combos don't go very well together. So gray suit, blue cape, blue mask, you know, yellow boots, yellow gloves. I gave you guys the choice if you wanted gold or yellow, and you picked yellow. Maybe a variant down the road, but the yellow we're using is really nice. So that's that. That is Batgirl, and I'll tell you about the exclusive, if I can find the glove. So the exclusive is what you see here. It is Batgirl with a glove holding a Batarang, with the purse on the side, and there's a second glove that doesn't have a Batarang, it's just in like a fist. So that's the exclusive, and the exclusive will come with the two hands and two belts, one with the bag, one without the bag. And the way it's going to work is the top half, it will be all this top half, separate piece, belt, bottom torso, and base. So you can like lift this out, plop the belt on, put it down, lift it out, plop the other belt on, put it down. As simple as that. Personally, like, I know some people are like, oh, that bag, I hate that bag. I love it. And that's the thing that makes this piece feel like, I think, unique, and like that retro Batgirl that I personally love. So, you know, you'll have your choice with the exclusive. And on her base, it's 16 inches to the top of her ears. So it's a substantial piece. And so that is Batgirl. It's what you're going to get. And I cannot wait to show you guys pictures of her painted, and pictures of her with Batman and Robin, with the Joker. I mean, her next to the Joker, or her next to Supergirl. It just, again, it brings that old flavor of the old comics and everything back together. So, what is the cape built on a separate piece that fits on? Is the cape built on? The cape will probably be built onto it, because the way this fits together, it fits together so nice and so tightly that it'll probably be the whole upper torso, and because it's just less pieces to go magnetizing on, etc. James, we probably will do a black and gold variant. I don't know exactly when, but we'll do that. I mean, I'd love to do a variant in kind of like a more unique, like a purple costume, or like the Yvonne Craig costume colors, just as something really different and out of the box. Yeah, gray and blue suit. Yep, no problem, Lindsay. You are going to get the gray and blue suit. So that's Batgirl. She'll be on pre-sale before the end of the month. And I think that's it. I think that's all to talk about Batgirl, except how freaking awesome she is and how much I love her. It's going to be on sale by the end of the month, and I'm not exactly sure when. We got to finish up that paint job and get it through approvals, and then get her out there. But as soon as I have a picture of her painted, I'll throw it up on our Facebook page and show you guys. So I wanted to tell you, before we talk about Hawk Girl, This new website is going to be live on Wednesday. I think Wednesday morning, but definitely Wednesday afternoon. I'm looking at it right now, and it is, I like it. It's really simple. The first page is all you gotta go. It's just, everything's on the first page. The newsletter is at the bottom of the page, so you can see that, the update down there. There's a sign up on the front page. And then we have our info page, which is like all the information about our company, all the policies, which I'm going to do returns, exchanges. Hey, I don't like this anymore. And so, oh, okay. Ah, shit. Shoot. We were interrupted, but I think we're live now. So let me know if we are live, would you? Any chance we're live? Anybody? Anybody? Nope. Still frozen. Let me take a peek. Oh, good. Thanks. Thank you. I gotta figure out how to reverse it so I can see what's going on. That'll be probably like next year, because I'm considering I just got this year. But I was just telling you, the site has all the policies, all the returns, exchanges, etc., timelines. We have a schedule page so you can see all the items, when they went on sale, when they are coming out, tentatively, what's the update? Are they delayed? Is it early? Which would be so awesome. Is it on time? And then what I am so happy about for you guys is you get to go into your own portal of your account. And in your account, you can update your address, change your address, check your information that it's correct. And then you can go to your orders, and it lists every order, what's going on with it, if it's paid, if it's not paid, you know, the item number, the item name, etc. And so you'll be able to go in there and really kind of figure out, and this is something that we've needed for a long, long time. So that's that. And then on Wednesday, when the new website goes up, we have a new license that we're going to start working on, and that's going to be on the front page. That's going to be the banner, so you'll get to see that. That's Batgirl. That's the new website on Wednesday. And then I want to talk to you guys about Hawkgirl. And as accidents are just going to happen, my printer will not print the picture of Hawkgirl. So it'll probably print out as soon as I turn this video off. Thank you guys. I think when the phone rings, that's when it goes into like a hold position or pause. But let me tell you about Hawkgirl. So if you go to StatueForum, for about a month now, we had a poll up, and we had A, B, C, and D concept art for Hawkgirl, just poses, rough poses, right? You guys picked, is it D, number 4, sorry. You guys picked number, oh no, sorry. You didn't pick number 4, I wanted number 4. You guys picked A, and 51 of you voted, you guys picked A. Only 22 wanted D, so we are gonna go with A. So I told you I want you to be part of this. I'm gonna update you so often, you're probably gonna get sick of it. And I'm going to be doing this through a new thread on StatueForum and on my Facebook page. Because you guys on the forum have been super supportive to Tweeterhead, to me, and you know, the Facebook guys, you're fantastic as well. So I just want to have us all involved. But so the first step is done. The pose is picked. We know what she's doing. She's flying, holding her mace, her arms are out, the wings, you know, etc., etc. So now we have to figure out what's Hawkman going to do. Hawkman's got to be there with her because they have to work together. And then what does their base look like? So that's what we're going to start doing this week, is designing a base for that Hawkgirl and designing a complementary Hawkman to go with that pose. At that point, I'm going to put up a couple bases. You guys can decide on which base you like better. And then we're going to move forward, right? I don't think we have to dial in all the costume details because we know what she looks like. So we won't do a full render of this beautiful Hawkgirl, but what that helps us to do is jump right into the sculpture. So Paul Harding, who did Joker, the dogs, who else? Steppenwolf, Darkseid, he's working on now. He's going to handle Hawkgirl and Hawkman. So, and he's fast, and he's brilliant, and he's so good, and he knows the details. and he loves these characters. So I am so confident in him doing this. But what that does is, as soon as we get the pose and the base, get it submitted for approval, hear back that it's okay to do it, then Paul starts working, right? And he'll start with a T-pose of Hawkgirl just standing there, and then start sculpting it, adding the elements on. And what I'm going to do with like each step of this, so you're going to vote on the bases, right? And then we're going to dial that in to get it ready to submit for approval. I'll let you know, hey, we submitted it today. I'll probably just post that. It won't be a video. I'll post again, hey, she came back. They said yes. They said no. We got to tweak this. We got to change it to number 4. I'm kidding. But then it'll be like, okay, here, Paul, let's just go. Let's turn on the gas. And then I'll be showing you updates. So I'll be posting pictures of the in-progress sculpt so you can see where we are with it, what's happening. And, you know, at that point, you know, I definitely want your opinion and your critiques and if there's something you like. But let's just keep in mind that this is a piece that has to kind of start with that 80s Hawkgirl and just have some embellishments to bring it up, you know. Like whenever I describe it, it's like Sideshow, Jose Garcia Lopez, Alex Ross, Superpowers Collection, and Tweeterhead, like dump it all in a pot and stir it up and dump it out, and you get like this, right? Not over hyper realistic detail, crazy gadgets and all this stuff, but you get like the classic Batgirl, but with enhancements, like the belt is detailed, or the hair is very detailed, or we swapped out this, or we did that, or, you know, the boots and the gloves have little trim on them, and, you know, little button and da-da-da. So that's where we got to start with Hawkgirl. So don't get upset if, like, some of your critiques don't get added or changed, or I know someone wanted a helmetless head, which we can't do that. But I just want you to be a part of the process. For DDC. Sorry, I'm just looking at your things. Thank you, David. I love this Batgirl. DC San Diego exclusive. If I can pull it off, will be crypto. I just have to make sure we can do it, get it approved, and do it. But it'll be crypto, and then there will be a separate base for him, like the Candor base, and it'll be faster than the Candor base, I promise. But so then we get the sculpt, we get it approved, we print it out, we mold and cast it, we paint it. And then the hard part begins, because then we put it on sale and then we send it to the factory. And the factories that I use are fantastic. As you can see, like the factory that did Wonder Woman and is going to do Batgirl and is doing Donna Troy will also be doing Hawkgirl and Hawkman. And that's when the updates will be coming, and I'll have you guys involved and tell you, hey, it's been casting process, here's some pictures, or it's in the sampling process, or here's a sample. Who out there in the Facebook and StatueForum land wants to receive the sample and give us their opinion on it and the quality control? Then we send it back to the factory and say, hey, it looks fantastic, it looks perfect, I love it, let's turn on the gas and go. And then they start making them. And at that point, they make them, get updates, get samples, production samples. It looks great, and then they're done. Pay for it, put it on a container, get it here, unload it, send it out. Done, right? It sounds like a pretty easy process, but that is where it gets difficult and time-consuming, and there are delays, and the time you have to get on a container ship that's not fully booked, and hopefully it gets here sooner than later, and then you get through customs, which, as you know, has taken time. Penguin is coming tomorrow or Wednesday, finally, after being here almost a month in the container, because the congestion at the port. So there are these are the issues that are going to arise, but the reason I'm so glad you guys are going to do this with me and with Debbie is, I think the whole community is going to benefit from knowing, hey, oh, now I totally get it why it's a month late. They had to go fix the eyes on it, or they had to go do this, or they had to fix the glove, or, oh my God, they left the exclusive glove out. What are we going to do? We have to get the new gloves. And it's just human error, which is all, we're all human, right? It's just error. And it's not a big deal. It's fixable. Everything is fixable. The Superman, which should have been a ginormous fiasco, is completely fixable. Oh, that's awesome, John. Thank you. So that's when it's going to get difficult, but I'm hoping that it's clarity, it's transparency. You guys will see how it works, what doesn't work. Hey, that factory, I hate the sample. The red's not the right color red. It'll be fun, I think, to have you guys along for the process, to have your help, your input. And I want to do more of this. Like, I want to do one a year at least, where I'm like, you know, it's our kind of like production club, or I don't know what to call it, right? But I will benefit from it. I hope you guys will. I hope it'll make it easier when other companies have delays or, you know, issues or longer delays than you want them to have. It's like we are working like as hard as we can to get you guys like the best product. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of product, which means a lot of factories have work coming in and lots of work. It's just, I just am excited to do this with you guys because I think it's going to just enlighten all of us and make it easier, because I hate when things are delayed. And even giving myself a year from the date it went on pre-sale, there are a couple pieces that we had to tweak or fix, or like Martian Manhunter is going to be just slightly after the year mark. I want to really get that year down to like 8 months, and I know we can do it with some new things that I put into place. Simple stuff, basically, just like before it goes on pre-sale, this is going to the factory today after you see it. They'll be able to give me a quote before it goes on pre-sale, before anything. They'll be sample painting it. And then the day, and the way it works is Sideshow, Entertainment Earth, Diamond, my direct customers, you guys, the stores that order. Some companies have a window that they put stuff on sale. Like Diamond, for instance, puts that stuff in the big previews catalog, right? And so they're the farthest out for me. And they're also a fantastic distributor for me, so it's worth the wait. And I love that you guys buy from Sideshow, buy from Diamond, buy from Entertainment Earth. Like, these guys have supported me, and I think it's great. And so Diamond is the longest. I think it's like 6 weeks. But because they have to like get it ready for previews, publish it, get it on the comic shop stands, get the orders back, process it, send me a purchase order. And so that's the time consuming. But if we set it up to where the day that they're like, the PO comes tomorrow, Chad, right? That tomorrow I put the PO in, get the number, shoot it off, and like start now, start. Then we're going to be ahead of the game. And that's my goal for this year. And we're going to Rocky start at the beginning of the year, cut it with Martian Manhunter, Donna Troy. Then we're going to pick up steam. And my goal is by the end of the year to have a video and be like, look, this was on time, this was on time, this was on time, this was on time. So that's all about Hot Girl. Go check out StatueForum, but don't vote because we already decided. I mean, the vote was a landslide anyways. But the other two things that I am going to run, because that'll be a half hour, like my shortest video ever, because of my big mouth. The other thing is just that on the website, when you go to the schedule page, it's going to have the edition sizes of all the pieces. And on the back stamp, starting with Martian Manhunter, the regular will have the edition size, and the exclusive will have the exclusive edition size, obviously hand-numbered. The regular is just going to have the edition size. So if it's 500, it's just edition size, regular 500. It won't be hand-numbered. But I know you guys have been asking, and I think when you see the edition sizes, some of them are really small. So you're going to see like our little superpowers club here of, you know, people that are getting all of them. Some pieces, I don't know exactly why, but some pieces are more popular than others, and some that I expected, whoa, that's going to blow out. It just didn't, and it was like, you know, for instance, Starfire was a little bit of a soft, quiet seller, and I don't know exactly why, but all I know is that the people that wanted it ordered it, which is great, and we ordered, we have plenty enough to do it. Yeah, Sylvester, absolutely, man. Thanks. Yeah, wait till you see her painted. She's going to be amazing. So the edition size will be there, but I think you'll see like, hey, this is kind of a cool niche, which is all, Tweeter has always been niche, right? Just a cool niche little setup, and, you know, wow, they only made, let me see. I'll tell you right now. Where is she? Starfire. Well, they only sold 600 Starfires. So in the world, there are only 600 Starfires, and that's kind of what I was saying is like, if you want it, please order it when it comes out, because we're not going to make many more than that, because based on the 600 we sold, I don't know how many people are going to be clamoring for more afterwards, right? So please just, if you want it, just get it when it goes on sale. Or write Debbie or write me and say, hey, I can't get it, I can't pay for it till next month. Is that cool? Will you hold one for me? That works too. But I think you'll see that like this Superpowers collection, you know, almost up to, she's number 16, right? Let me just see. Come on. Yeah, so she is number 16. So, you know, within a couple months, we're gonna have 20 pieces. So imagine like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. That's a lot of DC statues, right? And I have some in my other room, some prototypes, and when I see them all on a shelf together, which I haven't shown you guys a picture of them all together yet, it's so cool. It is literally like that DC universe opening up and like these characters all working together. So anyways, that's my little spiel about ordering early and not waiting. But yeah, I'm gonna head out of here. It's 12:30, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being part of the Hot Girl discussion. Thanks for so far loving Batgirl, and I will catch up with you probably the week after next. But look for pictures, look for updates. Please go check out the website. If there's any little issues with it, like if you're like look on your order page and you're like, oh my god, that order's not there, I don't see the thing I ordered, don't freak out, because we've been beta testing it, but it'll probably take a couple little tweaks to get the kinks out. But so far, I love the way it looks and the functionality of it. So that's that. And I will post the pictures of Batgirl, and then we're going to make an announcement before the end of the month that Jason Wires and Jason Wires Productions is doing something brand new for himself and me. And it's going to be a brand new line of maquettes, and it's really cool, and the first piece is really awesome, and that will be on sale before the end of the month, and it's going to start a whole new thing that I think some of you guys are going to go cuckoo crazy over. So that's it. So thank you so much. I'm going to get up and turn this off, and I will see you guys week after next, and keep an eye out for your Penguin notices, because we're ready to ship the day it gets here.